sky is blue, a Sunday afternoon, she doesn't know what to do.
Hi guys, and welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So today's love and romance reading is for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn, the card that I intuitively chose for you to, I guess, denote what could potentially happen within your love life within the month of December 2014 is the Sun card. This is a magnificent card for many reasons. I think primarily for me it's about the sun shining on you. So if you've been longing for a new relationship, potentially that could be in the cards for you for the month of December. It simply means that the universe is coming together, it's aligning with your desires, and your desires are potentially going to manifest for you. This is all about answered prayers, and really just sort of feeling that happiness and that newness come into your life. So this could be new beginnings within a love relationship. It could be a new beginning, a new phase within your established relationship. So it could be that maybe for some of you guys for a time relationship hasn't been going well, and this Sun card, when it comes up in a reading, I suppose a lot of the time, depending on the cards around it, it usually means that if you haven't been going through a great time in your relationship, it simply means a new phase happening. Now that could be within your relationship and it could be without it. But either way, the Sun card is just a really good indicator that everything is going to be absolutely okay. And you are going to, in one way or another, have what it is that you want. This card also, funnily enough, talks about the sun shining a light on situations, okay? So this Sun card, in the main, it's a brilliant card, and it still is, no matter what. But I think that it's really weird. It's like if you're sitting in a room, your bedroom or your living room, and everything looks absolutely spick and span. You've hoovered it, you've swept it, you've cleaned it, and everything. And then you have the sun come in, and the sunshine tends to show up any little specks of dust that you missed. Do you understand? So it's really funny with this card, because this card talks about the same sort of thing. That for some of you guys, the Sun card can mean showing up situations for what they actually are. And for some of you guys, if you've had any kind of niggling feelings about your partner, or maybe you thought that something was amiss with them, they've been fooling around, or they're not being honest with you, or there's something that you just can't put your hand on, your finger on, that you feel is kind of not right. The Sun card really does denote a lot of the time that this will come to light for you. So the veil will be lifted. The sun will show the dust that you missed. Do you see what I mean? Within the room, the sun will show up all the spaces within that room that don't look as spick and span as they possibly could. So yeah, it has kind of like a dual meaning in a way. In one way, it's just a brilliant card for, especially in love, saying that you're going to have love come in, that love is potentially on the horizon for you, especially if you're single. But on the other hand, and also if you're in a relationship, it simply means that, you're going to be entering a phase, a new beginning within that relationship, hopefully for the better. But it also can denote that if you've been having any niggling feelings or worrying feelings within your relationship, then potentially with the Sun card, a light will be shone on that, and you'll be able to see the situation for what it actually is. But overall, this is a brilliant card either way for a reading. I really love the Sun card. It's just so warm, so glowy, and yeah, really beautiful, really beautiful card. So that's the end of your love and romance reading for the month of December 2014. And what I'm going to do now, Capricorn, is I am going to use my Romance Angels Oracle cards. I'm going to shuffle these, and I'm going to draw one from the top of the deck, and that will serve as your advice card from the angels concerning your love and romantic life within the month of December. So here we go. Okay, that's the cards shuffled, and I'm not going to tear one from the top of the deck. Oh, that's interesting. So, healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Hard. It's funny that this should come up, and that I said that the Sun card is all about also shining a light on certain situations and showing things up for what they really are. And this card really is saying from the angels that for some of you guys, if you are feeling that you're consistently within relationships that aren't really serving you, you're consistently potentially meeting the same person over and over and over and over again, and you feel that there's a pattern that's being developed, that pattern could be rooted in maybe your relationship with your parents. So maybe for women it could be, well, it could be anything. It could be your mother or your father, I suppose. But say for example for a woman, and you're consistently meeting the wrong guy, and you're wondering, why does this keep happening to me? The angels are really saying that you need to resolve and heal issues that potentially you had with your father. Because sometimes when I certainly know that with my own life, I loved my father, but there were certain elements of him that I kept meeting in the men that I was going for over and over and over again. And it wasn't until I could resolve that and really kind of release myself from that kind of bondage that I had, I guess, with how I thought about my father, with how I thought about men, that I was able to kind of release the kind of men and the pattern that I was going down, the pattern that I was consistently attracting into my own life regarding boyfriends. And this is really saying, you know, if you can get in touch with how you feel about your parents, for some of you guys, and what effects you think they may have on the type of partners that you're choosing in the now or in the past, then what will happen is that once you're able to resolve that issue, once you're able to go down deep and say, yeah, this facet of my father or my mother I'm attracting in this person, this facet of my father or mother I'm attracting in that person, once you can get to the root of the problem and you can start to heal the rift within yourself, and potentially the rift that you've got with your parents for some of you guys, it simply means that you'll be in a better position in the future to start attracting the type of mate that you want. Because effectively, when we're holding on to baggage from the past, it's very, very difficult to move forward. So once you release the baggage from the past and the baggage from your childhood potentially, it is only then that you'll be able to start attracting in the type of people that you want, rather the type of people that represent facets of the past that we don't want. So that's the end of your reading, guys, for the month of December. I'd like to say thank you very, very much for joining me. I'll be back with your yearly forecast for 2015. That'll be your general yearly forecast reading, and that will be sometime in December. Also, to let you know, I am setting up the free channel, Carol's Universe Tarot Advice Reading. This is whereby you can get a free reading. This will be a one-card reading, so you just all you'll do is ask one question only. So it's one question per subscriber, and I'll come back and answer it free of charge with a one-card reading. This will only be maybe one or two, maybe at the most 3 sentences long, but this is really a taster of the new website that I'm building. That should be online sometime in December, which you can purchase full more in-depth readings from. So I'd like to say thank you very much for your time, and have a great day. Bye bye.